Welcome to my realm, located beyond time and space. It is well thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Okay, hear me out. The clothing options in the game look better on the female character. No cap. So, because of that. What is thy name? Well, let me see here. What would be... This is an ancestor. I guess I could do that, because that name is universal. Yeah, why not? Name her after after a different character in RP. Shania. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Shunai. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. What's funny is that actually looks like my phone. Not the same color, obviously. But pretty darn close. So there will be some off-screen stuff, mostly just grinding out the decks because I am going for the 100% on it. And then 2, gathering materials and leveling up. Because y'all don't want to sit here and watch me do that the entire time. Wake up! So, you're finally awake. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that, but thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't think I do. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in need. Woo! Boom. Splash. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, huh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Shunai? That name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I'm something of a scientist myself. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these here Oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3! Wait! Alright, I gotta remember the controls. I haven't played this in quite a while. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. It's completely up to you, but let me tell you something. Diamond and Pearl has so much missing that Platinum fixed. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc Phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Alas, another miss. Aha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. I'm gonna go do this once. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. That one over there is Cyndaquil. A fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up when it is surprised or irate. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using its shell-like object on its body. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing about how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, girl. My Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon and catch them. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and, Why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. So, yes, this game is very unconventional. You actually gotta aim. And I overshot it. Good job, me. Good job. Good job. Oh, wonderful. You've caught a Pokemon. It seems like you've got quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Right on, Sheik. I can hardly believe it. Incredible! Wow! Incredible! You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Just 1 more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? And the last one. This more or less serves as a catching tutorial for the game. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. I don't know why I'm doing that yet. There's no reason to. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village, almost as if they knew you'd come falling. I must say, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here now. What in the world is this? Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an arc phone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such catalog a Pokedex. Yes, a proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research, containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? Well, Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokedex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. The beckoning call of the Holy Mountain. thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. It's come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition Team. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Kanala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's not much yet to do, and yet so much to do. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters of this entire staff. Oh, botheration! I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here. Then to the left, the Wallflower it's called. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. What a jerk. Who in the world are you? And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Laventon? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon drubbed me with a move called Thundershock, I could have corralled him for sure. But the professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm as clumsy sort of fellow, to put it, milady. To put it mildly. Ah! But everything will be quite alright now. Shadai here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. I can't read now. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take any misfit who wanders in and out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Sorry, wrong person. Yeah? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us, without any idea of their skills or origins. That joke will age well. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, huh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato, my goodness. Potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. A potato mochi never failed to please. Where did you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Ah, well, you know, of the great big hole in the sky. The one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are so many Pokemon here in the Hisuian region. Sure, they're all over the place in the grass, the oceans, forests, the oceans. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where you come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough just to do that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. La. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Shunai join the Survey Corps unless she passes her trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Shunai's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Shunai, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. At least she's honest. Captain Sai leans like Hisui. In a way, they're both plenty harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, huh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky, that's some kind of story. You'll see a lot of familiar faces. While it's not entirely obvious, Professor Laventon is actually the ancestor of, well, what generation was this game released in? 8. And who was the most recent famous character? Champion Leon. Yes, Laventon is apparently the ancestor of both Leon and Hop. Also, I like that little tidbit of detail. Your character has only done this once before, and it was an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But whenever you step onto an area with a board that's raised or has Tautomy mats on it, like in tradition, you don't go on there with your shoes on. Though this day and age, it's kind of fallen out of style. Well, nothing else to do. The next day, hey in there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. Did you sleep all right? I know it's not easy in a strange new land. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep either. Being somewhere I've never been before. Better not keep Captain Silene waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. To be suddenly isekai'd in a new world. Though I guess this wouldn't be horrible. There are worse worlds to end up in. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, They were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent my partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack. Outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the Metal Core will put you to rights. You, do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could, well, die out there? Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Yes, a Pokemon game that addresses death. Captain Silene, ma'am, I brought Shunai. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. All 3 of those are very good Sinnoh Pokemon. 3 species right away? But none of us have ever managed that. Did the stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Nah, whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. Ray, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Pardon, Shunai. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive this unforgiving land, Shunai absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Boom. Go on, Shunai, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Okay, so here's a few things I will say about this. Grass Pokemon are plentiful, as are water types. Fire types, not so much. Yes, even in ancient Sinnoh, fire types are still low in number. Why this is, I still don't know. But there's a way to get fire types a lot earlier in this game, at least. So in that case, this just becomes a go with the flow, folks. All three of them are very good options. And that being said, there's only one choice. Yes, I do. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show! I've tucked Rowlet back inside his Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. Huh, I never noticed that. I don't know why the game's so quiet. Turn it up a bit. A word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look at those two cheer on their power Rowlet. Or maybe they just wanted to help Shunai with her trial. Well, that could very well be. They did go dashing from the village when Shunai fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the way, what species has Captain Silene charge you with catching? Well, that's smashing! All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. So there's not really a whole lot that we can do. We're kind of on red. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.